are now recording, and I'll see how that goes. So hi, guys.
Hello.
I think there will be a couple of others that show up, and this is going to be another one of those really kind of quick things. And then I'm going to let you ask me all kinds of questions if you have them. How's that?
Sounds good.
So the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen. Oops, wrong button. Right here. I want to share that. And I want to go here. So, at problem is how we log into our new system. People are getting a little confused about it. And I thought I would just do a brief of where you can go, how you can log it in, and some things like that. So, if you know nothing else, but you remember how to log into the MLS, and almost everybody remembers how to log into the MLS.
Right.
Watch me mess up my password here. Right in the middle, you're going to see a green icon that says BHGRE Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
This only shows up for our company, nobody else. And if you click on it, it takes you to where we log in for our new system.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hope that nobody forgets, but I'm going to just say if you do nothing else, you can do that.
Right.
Because I want to show you one more thing about how to log in, I'm going to log out of the MLS. And I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to change something here. Give me just a second. Mouse settings. I want to make my pointer a little bigger so you guys can see it better. Cursor size. And we'll get up to about here, which makes it a lot easier to see. So if you don't want to log into the MLS, if you just want to put it in, the web address is betterks.org. Now we did that for two reasons. BetterKS is our website, betterks.com. It's also our domain for our email. But the .org tells you it's all about our organization. And I hope I did that to try to help people remember it. But if you click on that, what you're going to see is a whole string of other stuff that comes up behind it. The reason that you cannot copy that and change it to someplace else is that other string is a way to register this machine, so we've got a high level of security about what's going on. Okay? So betterks.org, that's number one. Number two, you can log into the MLS and hit that little green icon. Now then, username and passwords seem to confuse people a lot. And I understand why, and I'm going to try to explain the whys and wherefores here. But the username has to be the same username you log into the greenhouse for. The reason is there's a lot of data and logins that flow back and forth between this program and another, so we have to use that one. It will always be your first name dot last name, and then this is a made-up email address simply for a login at BHG for Better Homes and Gardens realestate.com. You have to be putting those in to log into the new system. The password, we can make it whatever you want, and we can reset your password. But there's one thing I want to point out in all this so we don't forget, or we don't make mistakes. You can see that you can also log in with Google. Well, I've never logged in with Google. I don't know how to do it. But this machine also uses something to try to keep people from hacking it. If you mess up your username and password multiple times in a row, your computer location and IP address will be locked out. And that's to keep people from hacking you and putting in multiple passwords. If that happens, we get a hold of the mother company and they reset that for us so that you can get back in. But if you try to remember first name dot last name at bhtrealestate.com, and then whatever you set your password to, and if you mess up your password once, maybe twice, get a hold of us. We can reset it right here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now then, when I logged in, I came to this page. You can go to a lot of pages, and I'm going to pretend to be, let's pretend to be Sharon right now. Because I get to do that. You guys don't get to do that. So if I go to Sharon's dashboard, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So we've moved from how to log in, where to find the logins, and now we're moving to the most easiest thing we set up for you guys, and it's how to order a magazine. Now let's talk about the magazines we're ordering before I show you how to order them. You can get a Better Homes and Gardens magazine with a label about that size, and it sticks on the front, and it will go to your client's home or whatever address you would like it to go to. You can send that to a beauty salon. You can send it to a number of places. But what we believe is that it's hard to get clients to remember who you are and give them something of value. Magazines tend to sit out on coffee tables or sit out in waiting rooms or go other places that will help you. And the original label, what didn't look like that. I don't know if they've got a picture of the original one, but it had a much smaller picture and a lot more talking up here. Didn't like that at all. So what we did is we went in and said, give us everything above, let me go back here, the line, and let me custom design a label that went in there. And we did that for all of you guys as well. So your custom designed label would have your photo in it, obviously, and it says something like enjoy compliments, and then your name, your cell phone number, and your email address. And this goes out to your clients, one magazine every month for a year, costs $13.25. I love your puppy, Sharon. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. That's Max.
So we tried to decide how to make it easier, because if you order it through the greenhouse like this, you have to first log in and find which buttons to push and what to do and so on, and then you have to give them your credit card and let them process it. So we set up with the company and made a deal that said, once our agents have closed something, we want them to push a button or two, order a magazine, you bill me once a month, and then I'll bill my agents. So you guys don't have to pull out your credit card. You can just click a couple of buttons. So let's go back to Brokerage Engine. Now that you know what the magazine is, now that you know what the magazine program is, we set it up so that there is an action that happens after you have a home that goes pending. If Sharon said, I don't want to order the magazine till it closes, that's fine. It stays in these pending tasks. But all she has to do is click on the yellow button, I believe, and it says, do you want this client to opt into the magazine program? Yes. Well, what address do you want to send it to? Because you may not always know what address you want to send it to right off the top. If they're selling a home, you may have to find out where they're moving to. So once you click on, yes, I want to sell it, it comes up and says who I want to send it to. Now, let's say that Sharon did not want to send it to this client, but rather a beauty salon. Well, you go custom haircut. Put their address in there and push submit. What happens when you hit submit, all happens in the background because you are now finished. Once a month on about the ordering date, the people that do the magazines and print the labels get a readout that says, order these magazines for these people, and then charge Greg $13.25. They do that with my credit card, and then I get a little invoice that says, Sharon ordered 3 magazines, and we put it on your bill. We tried to make this very, very simple. So I'm going to cancel this task because I don't want to do it. But that's all you have to do to order a magazine. Nothing else.
So I started to do that to some past clients.
Uh-huh.
And it said like it would take like months to get to start for them to start getting it. Is that correct?
It takes about, depending on where you are in the ordering cycle, it can take up to 2 months. The reason is they have to get your stuff there to get the label. They have to contact Better Homes and Gardens and make sure they aren't already getting that magazine. And then the next issue that happens after that would be the one that goes out.
Mhm.
So it could be as low as 30 days if you hit the right day, and it can be up to 60 days if you're the day after that right day. And I think the day is the 10th, but in general, that's the way it goes.
Okay.
I hope I answered that question.
Mhm. Yes. So, are we? Can we do questions and answers now?
Oh, you bet. The rest of this is all
Yeah.
whatever you guys want to know.
So, and then somebody said something about like if it's a guy, you can send him different magazines. It doesn't have to be Better. Where do you find that at?
If you go into the greenhouse and you go down to Agent Tools, and then it's got one that I think says Buy BHG, and this is buying Better Homes and Gardens products.
Mhm.
You can go to BHG and buy stuff. And this kind of gives an outline of what all the stuff is. But in general, you want to go to buy BHG. And it logs in, it knows it's you, it tells, it's got all your stuff in it. That's why my magazine popped up here. And you can go under products and see what they have. Personalized, non-personalized, personalized magazine, I think is where it goes. I'm trying to remember where all the other magazines were. Better Homes and Gardens, Better Homes and Gardens. There's a place that has the various magazines that they order from. And so, okay. So these are the various magazines. Now, in general, if there's a Better Homes and Gardens magazine already going to the address that you want to send one to, Better Homes and Gardens will contact you and say, oh, they're already getting that magazine. Would you like to give them one of our other magazines? And so we have Shape, All Recipes, Do It Yourself, Parents, Eating Well, and Living are the choices.
Oh. So does your label go on those?
I believe so. I've never ordered one because I've never had one pop up that said this won't work. I can contact the company and find out.
I just take it because it says non-personalized magazine. I thought maybe your sticker don't go on that one.
Well, I just found that more or less to find what other magazines were offered.
Yeah.
Let me see if this will help me. Place order. Okay. If you see, I went to place ordered, and it does have this on it. And in the middle of place ordered are these other magazines that they have. Eating Well, Food and Wine, Martha Stewart, Parents, People in Spanish, Shape Magazine, Southern Living and Travel Leisure. And so, yes, I believe the label does go on those if you wanted to pick an alternate magazine for them. So let's say we had somebody that speaks Spanish, we'd do that, and it would still get the label and all of those things.
Okay, super.
Okay?
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, let me look at one thing, the loyalty label. I want to see if it will show me the standard loyalty label. See how much smaller the picture is on the standard loyalty label?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we went through and designed for you guys a much bigger picture so that your branding is a lot better. I took an idea from Myron, he's the guy that owns the Hawaii franchises, and I changed it into us. We
Oh.
could be teams and like that, but that's why we have the custom labels that we have.
Nice.
That answer that question?
Very nice.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see if there are any more written questions, because I'm struggling a little bit here. There we go. Hi, Ms. Kim. She waves. And show conversation. Kim joined, so there's no questions. So really, like I said, this was designed to be really short, really quick, and a nice quick recording. Are you guys happy?
Yep.
Have any questions that you'd like to share?
Nope.
Have any questions about other programs?
Nope.
Thank you, Ray. And I'm going to figure out how to stop the recording. And I appreciate you guys all for sitting here. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. Bye.